let me know, has anyone here ever heard the saying, time heals all wounds? Has anyone heard that? Time heals all wounds. And you'll hear some older relative or a teacher, a counselor, a therapist, a psychologist, someone will tell you, some professor, time heals all wounds. And, tell me anywhere in nature where that actually occurs depending on the injury. Because I don't know about you, but time with certain wounds, that wound gets infected. If it's not treated properly, it will get infected, and now you have to amputate the entire limb, or the person may not make it. God forbid, right? So time heals all wounds, and people, they feel like they're satisfied with that answer. This is one of those buzzwords. This is almost as bad as talking to someone. And you ever had that person who just nods their head up and down, how are you doing today? How are you? These are people who are not good listeners. They're the same people who say, that makes sense, tell me more. Those are those types of phrases that is not good. Does that make sense? Tell me more. That's not good. I hear you. I see you. This is not good. This means that a person's not listening to you. So when a person says time heals all wounds, that is not true at all. A lot of times there's scars that are invisible, that are worse than any wound, depending on the circumstance. A lot of times that past circumstance over time actually builds up. And now it started off as an anger, and now it's a hatred. It started off maybe as confusion, later on it turned into a sadness, and over time now it's depression. It's the onset of depression. So we don't go ahead and just put a Band-Aid on a serious wound anymore. This is what a lot of times the way that mental health is taught now. They teach you to just, the past is the past, and you're in control. No, you're not. Sometimes you're not in full control of the situation, but we have to realize that we're in control of self, okay? So when you hear time heals all wounds, or one of my favorites, sticks and stones break your bones, but words will never hurt you. No, words do hurt, okay? We'll never forget that time mom said something. We'll never forget the time dad said something, a school teacher, a friend, someone said something when we were younger, and subconsciously, when you get older, you're still thinking about it. Subconsciously, you saw that television show, and you wonder why you had the small tear that came down out of nowhere, out of your eye. Why? Because you haven't dealt with that situation in the past. You're still holding on to those words that were said to you a long time ago. A parent might say, hey, you're a knucklehead, you're hard-headed, you're not going to be anything, you're going to be just like dad, you're going to be just like mom. You can break that chain by first being honest with yourself. You can sugarcoat it all you want to, but if you're not honest with the way you feel and say, hey, you know what? My mom used to say that to me. My dad used to say it. A teacher used to say I would be nothing. And you know what? I am somebody. So this is why it's so important to say positive things to yourself. If you don't hear from someone else, it's okay to wake up and have affirmations. Say, I am strong. I am powerful. I'm a child of God. I am worthy. I am more than enough. It's okay to excite yourself about yourself, because if you don't do it, who else will? I want to encourage you to go ahead and be bold and tell yourself that you are incredible. Tell yourself that you are amazing. Words are powerful and they hold power. There's power in your words. Take care and remember that from now on. Go get it.